And you talk about Caleb Williams in particular. Ben Johnson has said multiple times, we're bringing him down to the studs and we're setting a new foundation for him. So, what is a realistic expectation in your eyes for Caleb Williams to start the season? What this offense is going to look like to start the season? Whether or not that's how they finish it, I don't think that's. I think it'll get
Yeah.
better. But what's all involved in doing something like that for a quarterback who was used to doing things a certain way last year, even if it was on his own, and now is trying to build this foundation up from scratch, essentially.
Yeah, I think for me, I'm not a huge like place numbers on quarterbacks type of person. I'm more of a wins and
Yeah.
losses guy. But I think that what you'll be looking for in terms of, Caleb's progression early in the season is how well does he handle the offense? Are they getting in and out of the huddle? The things that Coach Johnson's looking for on day one. How quickly does he acclimate to those types of things? And do you see the operation just run smoothly? All right? Are they communicating? Are they getting in and out of the huddle? Are they getting to the line of scrimmage? Are they eliminating the penalties, the pre-snap penalties, the silly mistakes? Are they not getting too low into the play clock unless they choose to get low into the play clock? Those types of things are things that I'm going to be looking for to say, okay, he's got a pretty good handle on what it is Coach Johnson wants to do. How deep into Coach Johnson's bag can he go in terms of play calling, right? How limited will Caleb Williams, the entire offense be? If Coach Johnson wants to get to, 300 level stuff in his system, can he get there? How early can he get there? Will that be, week 4? Is it week 8? Is it week 12? How quickly can he get deep into his bag in terms of what he wants to do, how he wants to scheme guys open? Like all these things just have to come together. You talk about the Coast and Leveling, getting involved and getting acclimated. He's got to get healthy. Luther Burden, the same thing. And then where do all these pieces fit? Who is best here and there? And then that will allow Coach Johnson to start to figure out, okay, these are the pieces that I'm playing with. I know how to move them around. And that'll help Caleb get familiar with those guys in those positions. And then that'll allow them to get off to a much faster start because they really need to get out to a decent start just looking at the schedule that they have.
Well, Herb, I was just thinking about the schedule too, and Bears have a tough one. You got a lot of good opponents
They
on
do.
there. A couple teams that you think would probably bounce back. What are kind of some of the games that you're looking forward to, the matchups or prime time? Anything that's standing out?
Yeah, I mean the first game that jumps out is the Washington game. You're right. It's a chance to go out there and exercise some demons from last year. I'm sure Caleb hears all the talk about Jaden Daniels and maybe the Bears chose the wrong one. I'm sure Tyreek has heard everything he needed to hear about how he performed on that last play, and just the team as a whole. I'm sure they're excited to get back out there and try and get a W. But I look at their schedule as a whole, and it's like a tale of 2 seasons, man. That road schedule is brutal. They're going to Philly, they're going to Baltimore, they're going back to San Francisco, who should have a bounce back season. Of course, they got the 3 division games, but they got some road games that are going to be pretty tough. And I think they're going to have to take care of business at home as much as possible. I know they got Dallas coming in, they got Pittsburgh coming in. Those are some games they're going to have to win. They're going to have to take care of business at home in the division too, because I just look at the schedule and I look at the road schedule specifically, and it looks pretty tough. So if they're going to get to, a place where they're in the hunt or they're in, competing for a wild card and they're 8, 9, 10 win situation, they're going to really have to make some hay at home because I think it's going to be a tough sledding on the road.